Hello, everyone. This is Richard Butler Jr., your host of Grow with Technology podcast. So today, this is episode 10 of season 6, and we have something very exciting for you today. So our topic today is basically around next level AI assistance at revolutionizing business efficiency. So what I did for this episode, and you're going to hear it real soon, I'm very excited about this, but what I did, I took the script that I created for this podcast. I'm trying out a new tool from Google called Notebook LM. And what it does is you load up your content, a PDF file, and you can put web addresses and so forth. And it creates a 2-person dialogue podcast episode. And so what you're going to hear today is the information for episode 10 that I created the script, loaded that script into Google Notebook LM. And then I also added in a URL that had some general information around the AI assistant topic and so forth. And you're going to see this realistic conversation that takes place. So what I'm going to do now, this is just the intro. You're going to hear the full audio recording, and it's about a little over 10 minutes long. So this is going to be a pretty long one today. But I'm also going to have some exciting information on our website, growwithtechnology.com. I'm also going to turn that audio for this into a video, and I am going to broadcast that video on the YouTube channel. And then I'm going to take that content and break it down into smaller shorts, put that on Instagram, put it on YouTube, and also I'm going to put it on Facebook. So there's a lot of exciting things happening this week, and we're starting to put together some information for you, starting to get the membership area loaded up. And what I'm going to be doing is one of the first things that I'm going to talk to you about is starting to piece together a series of lives that I'm going to do. And it's going to be around the topic of turning your business website using AI from an expense into money maker. And so I'm going to take you through the idea, the concept, actually show you how to use AI tools to create your website, take you through all the pieces that I use to not only create the website with AI, but also get it hosted, use AI to do my brainstorming, to come up with my domain name, do the keyword research, to get the content for the website, to do the basic marketing for the website. Get all of these things in place, and then I'm going to show you how I put all of this together, setting up where AI will handle the inbound telephone calls, and it will also handle the inbound conversations on the website, sending out emails, outbound calls. Someone leaves a message, the AI will send them information on the back end and so forth. So it's some exciting information coming, and eventually I'm going to just turn it into a training cohort, and you're going to be able to spend a couple of weeks with me. It will be paid, but it will be valuable content that you will be able to use, where not only will you create a website, you will get that website hosted, you will get the marketing for the website and all the different components that you need to be successful with your online presence. So I want you to listen to this little over 10-minute conversation that happens, and I'll see you in episode 11. But I think you're going to get some really valuable information, and I think you're going to like it. So listen up. Here comes my 2 AI co-host, Ben Bard, and he's going to be talking with a guest, Jessica, and they're going to be going back and forth, and you'll see how it is going to give you some really useful information. And as I said earlier, visit our website, growwithtechnology.com, and I'll have some information. Just click on the resource link and you'll be taken to the information. And also from the homepage, if you scroll down, you'll see a link to our latest blog post, and it will be able to take you also to where you can access some information from there by clicking on it. It'll take you to the resource page as well. So until next time, this is Richard Butler Jr., your host of Grow with Technology, signing out. And here comes Ben and Jessica.
Ever feel like you're juggling chainsaws running a business? Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Today we're talking about your new secret weapon.
Okay.
AI assistants. And no, you don't need a degree in computer science to use them.
Right.
We've been digging into articles and podcasts about how small businesses are using AI right now.
Interesting.
Think like scheduling, customer service, even predicting what your customers want before they do.
What's fascinating is how this technology has gone from sci-fi to surprisingly accessible.
Right.
We're talking about small businesses having access to the same kind of data crunching power that used to cost big corporations a fortune.
It's like having a team of superpowered interns who work 24/7 and never take coffee breaks.
Yep.
One article I read compared it to having an extra set of hands.
Right.
But these hands can analyze mountains of data in seconds and then tell you exactly what to do with it.
And that's key.
Right.
It's not about AI replacing you.
Yeah.
It's about giving you superpowers. Imagine this. You own a small bakery, right? AI can analyze your sales data and be like, hey, every time you post pictures of those raspberry scones on Instagram, they sell out.
Wow.
Maybe bake more next Tuesday.
So instead of me staring blankly at spreadsheets at 2:00 a.m. trying to figure out what people like,
Exactly.
AI can just tell me.
Yeah.
I could get behind that. Okay, so we're talking about way more than just those early basic AI assistants, right?
Oh, absolutely. Remember when we thought AI was just for setting reminders or asking Siri about the weather?
Yep.
This is next level stuff. We're talking about AI that can write marketing copy, analyze customer sentiment, even personalize product recommendations.
It's a bit mind-blowing, honestly. One of the podcasts we listened to, Grow with Technology, had a really interesting example of a small e-commerce business that was drowning in customer service emails. They were about to hire another full-time rep just to keep up.
And I bet that gets expensive. What did they do?
They decided to try out an AI chatbot instead.
Okay.
They spent a little time setting it up to answer frequently asked questions and handle basic order inquiries. You know what happened?
Yeah.
They actually ended up reducing their customer service costs by 60%.
That's incredible, and it highlights a really important point.
Yeah.
The real power of AI for small businesses is in automation. We're talking about taking those tedious, repetitive tasks off your plate so you can focus on what you're actually good at running your business.
It's like having a tireless robot army handling all the busy work while you get to be the strategic mastermind.
Right.
But I have to admit, when I first started reading about AI, I thought it was going to be way too complicated for me.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly a tech whiz.
That's a common misconception. You absolutely do not need to be a coding genius to use these tools. Most AI platforms are designed with user friendliness in mind. They're surprisingly intuitive.
So you're saying I don't need to learn Python to automate my email marketing?
Nope.
That's a relief.
Exactly. Many of these platforms work right out of the box. You can literally sign up for a free trial and start experimenting within minutes. Take email marketing, for example. Instead of spending hours crafting the perfect subject line, AI can analyze what's worked in the past and even predict what will resonate best with your audience.
Okay, now that's just spooky smart. Are you telling me AI can write better emails than I can?
Well, I wouldn't say better necessarily,
Okay.
but it can definitely write them faster. And it can analyze data from past campaigns to figure out what subject lines, what send times, even what words get people to open and click.
So instead of relying on my gut feeling, which, let's be honest, can be hit or miss, I can use AI to basically stack the odds of success in my favor.
Precisely. It's like having a marketing consultant whispering in your ear, but instead of charging you an arm and a leg, it's all powered by algorithms.
All right, so we've established that AI is like having a secret weapon for your business. But where do you even begin? There's so many tools out there.
It can feel overwhelming, right? It's like walking into a giant tech conference and everyone's speaking a different language. But here's the thing, you don't need to learn every AI tool. Just like you said before, start with one small bite of the elephant.
Love that analogy. So pick one area where you're struggling or where you think AI can make a big difference.
Exactly. Let's say you're spending way too much time on customer service. Remember those chatbots we talked about earlier? that could be a great place to start.
Okay, so say I'm ready to hand over my customer service reins to a friendly AI bot. Which platform do I pick? They all kind of sound the same to me.
They do have a lot of overlapping features, but each one has its strengths. Take ChatGPT, for example. You might know it as that tool that can write you a song or summarize a complex research paper, but it's also amazing for building chatbots.
Wait, the same thing that writes poetry can answer customer questions about my handmade soap? How does that even work?
ChatGPT is a generative AI, which means it's learned from a massive amount of text data. You can actually feed it information about your products, your brand voice, even your FAQs, and it'll use that to answer questions in a way that sounds human and on brand.
Okay, so no more robotic chatbot responses. That's impressive. What if my business is mainly on social media? Is there an AI for that?
Absolutely. There are tools that can analyze your audience, schedule your posts for optimal engagement, even suggest trending topics. Imagine never having to rack your brain for Instagram captions again.
Sign me up. Are we talking about those tools that create those AI-generated images too? Because honestly, sometimes I feel like I need a degree in graphic design just to post on Instagram stories.
Exactly. Some platforms can help you with that too. It's not about replacing your creativity, it's about having AI take care of the tedious stuff so you can focus on the bigger picture, coming up with captivating content ideas, engaging with your audience.
Okay, so we've got chatbots for customer service, AI for social media. What about all the behind-the-scenes stuff, like managing my schedule, keeping track of expenses? I feel like I'm constantly drowning in spreadsheets.
You're not alone, but guess what? There's an AI for that too. Project management tools, accounting software, even time-tracking AI is infiltrating all aspects of business, and it's making life a whole lot easier.
So I could basically have an AI assistant to organize my entire work life. That sounds dangerously tempting.
Well, it's about finding the right balance. You don't have to automate everything. But strategically incorporating AI into your workflow can free up your time and mental energy to focus on what you do best, running your business and pursuing your passions.
That's the dream, right? Now, I have to ask, with all this amazing AI out there, is there anything it can't do?
Well, there are definitely limitations. AI is still in its early stages, and it's important to remember that it's a tool, not a magic solution. It can't replace human judgment, creativity, or the importance of building genuine relationships with your customers.
That's a good point. AI can help you automate tasks and make smarter decisions, but it can't replace the human touch.
Exactly, and that's something to keep in mind as you start exploring the world of AI. It's about finding the right balance between automation and human interaction to create the best possible experience for your customers and for yourself.
Makes sense. So we've covered a lot of ground here, from AI-powered chatbots to social media management tools. It's clear that AI has the potential to revolutionize the way we do business.
Absolutely, and the most exciting part is that this is just the beginning. As AI technology continues to evolve, we can expect to see even more innovative and impactful applications emerge in the years to come.
I'm excited to see what the future holds. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's bring it back to the present. For those listening who are ready to take the plunge into the world of AI, where do they even begin?
That's a great question, and it's what we're going to dive into right after the break. Stay with us.
All right, we're back and ready to equip you with the know-how to actually use AI in your business.
We've thrown a lot of information your way about what AI can do, but now it's time to make it actionable.
Right, because knowing about AI and actually using it, those are two different things.
Exactly. It's like having a toolbox full of shiny new tools. They're not going to help you build anything if you don't know how to use them. So where do we start?
Well, remember that advice from earlier about identifying your pain points. That's step one.
Okay.
Don't try to do everything at once.
Right.
Pick one area where AI can make a real difference in your workday.
I love that you're emphasizing that. It's about working smarter, not harder, remember. So what's causing you the most stress or eating up all your time? Is it managing social media, responding to customer inquiries, or maybe something else entirely?
And once you've got that pain point in mind, it's time to do a little research.
And luckily, there's no shortage of information out there. A quick Google search for AI tools for your industry or your pain point will give you a good starting point.
Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and try out a few different platforms.
Yeah.
Most offer free trials or freemium versions so you can test the waters before committing.
Exactly. It's like test driving a car before you buy it.
Right.
You want to make sure it's a good fit for you and your specific needs.
And here's a pro tip. Look for AI tools that integrate seamlessly with the software you're already using. If you're constantly switching between different platforms, it kind of defeats the purpose of trying to save time and streamline your workflow.
Absolutely. The goal is to simplify your life, not make it more complicated. And don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yes, there are tons of online resources, communities, and even AI consultants who can help you navigate the world of AI and find the right tools for your business.
Remember, even the most experienced tech entrepreneurs had to start somewhere. There's no shame in asking for guidance.
Totally. As you become more comfortable with AI, you'll start to see opportunities to use it in ways you might not have even imagined.
Yeah.
It's like a superpower that just keeps getting stronger.
It's truly remarkable how quickly this technology is evolving. What seems cutting edge today might be commonplace tomorrow. So embrace the learning process and stay curious.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into AI, we want to leave you with this thought.
Okay.
Imagine being handed a treasure map. That's what exploring AI feels like right now.
There's a whole world of untapped potential out there just waiting to be discovered. And the best part is, you don't need to be a tech whiz or have a